What's up, Sumolings? Welcome to another AppSumo product webinar. Today we are bringing you Jumppl, and we have Sherry from the Jumppl team here who's going to be giving y'all the walkthrough. So before we get going, Jumppl is an all-in-one project and team management platform with all the tools you need to make your business productive. It's available right now on AppSumo for just $59. It's a great tool. We're going to dive into it in just a second. Before we do, I want to let everyone know two things. One, if you have any questions, drop those in the Q&A box below the video, and we'll get you guys some answers at the end. Number two, we will be sending out a replay later. So if you miss anything or you got to jump out early, don't worry, we'll get you taken care of. We'll get that replay over to you. Now, let's dive into it. Sherry, thank you for hopping on and joining us today. I'm going to turn off my camera and let you get started with your walkthrough.
My pleasure, Chris. A huge welcome to all of the folks who are joining into the webinar. I'm excited. All of the Jumppl team, we have been working really hard to launch this product of our platform. We've been working on this on Jumppl for the last 3 years. And because we are in small agency based out of Sydney, and we have been working for our clients for the last 8 years now, producing tech stacks. And while we were working on it, we have used almost all sort of tools. We have used Asana, we have used Basecamp, we have used Monday. But what we felt that it was that a lot of those tools were just way too difficult for the normal small and medium businesses, especially all those guys who don't like to be called nerds or who don't want to pay a huge chunk of money for using a project management platform. So Jumppl, we have structured Jumppl on the concepts of groups. Groups is a very nice concept where you can model your departments or your projects as a group. So you can have your project represented by a group. For example, at the moment I've got tons of groups here, and you can have as many team members joining into a group. So it's and all the concepts, whether it's the files or the chat or the calendar or the client portal, everything ties into the concept of the groups. So it's very easy for the project managers and the admins to control the flow of the system, to be very selective whether they want a certain team member to have access to a particular project or not. So it's based on that, because our aim before, although we're not there, that's the whole point of launching this on AppSumo as well. But our vision is that we want to have one platform for all the teams where you guys you don't need to have a separate platform for project management or for team management, and a separate solution for cloud storage as well. So going on that, going on that concept, so here is this is the group section, and now I'll just go on to the just to give you guys an idea of the task section as well. So the tasks or the projects, they are created and then shared with the groups that you have already got in the system. So for example, this particular group is shared with this particular project is shared with 3 different groups, and all the members of the groups can access this particular project, and it's very easy to create a new task in a group, and you don't have to share to save anything, each and everything. It gets automatically saved, so it's very easy, and you can assign it. You can change the mention the task status. You can also mention the severity of the various tasks. If you want to mention a due date, you can do that very easily. Any details, and if you want to, maybe maybe you have got a number of tasks, and you want to filter on the basis of tags. You can very easily do that. So if I want to filter out and only look at the tasks that have been tagged with the design filter, I'll just I've just clicked on the design filter, design tag, and now I'm only showing one task which has been labeled with this particular tag. So it's very easy with this concept. And then this time tracking, where you can any of the team members who've got access to this particular project can log their time for a particular task, and when they stop it, automatically the log gets created for that particular entry. And you can also have, maybe if you want to log all your entries for a particular day at the end of the day, because we've always been there. Maybe you want to log all your time at the end of the day as well. So you can do that as well. That's pretty easy. And then this is a nifty log where you can maintain all of those. So you can see who has been making what changes have been made to this particular task. I was seeing, a number of people were asking about the integrations, because we had to structure a deal a certain way, because of the storage, because we wanted to give you the best experience, but then even then we wanted to make this deal structure it in a way which was deliverable for a very long term, because we want to be very transparent, very honest. So we have got, apart from our own storage, we are integrating with Google Drive and OneDrive as well, and we have plans of, as we have already mentioned on the deal page as well, we will soon be integrating with a Dropbox, and if there are any other integrations which are requested. So it's pretty easy to attach any files from here. And then coming on to this, this is very nifty. There are different sort of filters which are available. You can play around with those. And then maybe if you want to access a filter for someone, maybe for a particular user, you can do that as well. It's pretty easy, because if you have got a number of, it's very easy for the project managers to get a feel of what's on the plate of whom, so that they can very easily have a look at this as well. And then this is the assigned tasks. This is separate task, which will which lets you view the tasks for all the different users that you've got on your team. You can view the tasks for those persons which are in your group, so that the project manager can get an idea, or even the peers, the teammates, and they can know who is working on what. So I've covered the groups concept and the tasks concept, because it's such a huge system. I just don't want to get into each and every details. That you've got the deal page there as well. just wanted to take you through a pretty, sort of a something which can be easily be absorbed in this session. But just go on to the home section as well. We are adding more widgets. We'll be adding more widgets as well. I'll request all the Sumo links to chime in with their feedback on the deal page. If they want any specific widgets, we will definitely be adding those. But this, this is a nice widget which lets you know about any new tasks in the groups that are of which you are a part of, any new files, any recent tasks, any recent files. And this one is all the tasks that have been assigned to you. So it's a very very nice feature of going through all those details. And then going through, I'll just move to the chat section. This is a very nifty feature because this is it's always present. So because what happens with Slack, which is the dominating chat application, is you have to use you have to depend on a lot of integrations, and that's what our vision of Jumppl is, that eventually we want to create a platform where the the small and medium businesses and even the large organizations, they can have one platform to handle everything. So there's a very nifty chat application, which is a chat module which is always accessible just from the touch of a button. And you've got this is the recent contacts, and then you can message one-on-one to anyone, and which are the part of the organization, even if they are not a part of the groups that of which you are a member of. And then this is a group-based so whenever a new group is created, automatically what happens is a chat head, a group chat is created for that particular group. So it's a very handy way of using a chat, and then very easy to use chat as well for all the so you can be in contact with all the persons in real time, and you can attach files from here as well. So very easy to attach files as well in the chat. And then I would really encourage you all to use our desktop app as well, which is downloadable from the chat widget. You'll get the download link from the chat widget. Once you open the chat widget for the first time, you'll get that link to download. And from the desktop app, it's very easy to you can create tasks from the new tasks from the chat as well. So it's a very handy way of creating. If you're chatting with someone and you get an idea, you can easily create a new task from the chat as well. This is our desktop app. And what the wonderful thing about the desktop app is that this concept of pins, which your favorite, you can pin your favorite projects, your tasks, your folders, each and everything you can pin it from here. So it's a very so all the important things can be you can pin it like you use different different sort of stick-ons. So it's a very handy way of using, so that you don't miss important projects, important tasks, and you can create tasks right from here as well. So just giving you, a task can be created. You can just need to select the project, and the task would be created right away as well. And a chat message would be would go in into the window as well. We have got right, Hamad as well joining in our session as well. And now just hello Hamad.
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm here too.
I'm
Do
right off
you have
my video.
anything left you wanted to walk through on the tool, or do you want to dive into the deal page and kind of go over what's included in this AppSumo deal?
Yeah, so I've gone through the important bits. I'll just go through the client portal as well.
Okay, great.
All right. So, and this is the calendar. Nice widget. We are, of course, we will be relying on the feedback. The calendar is meant. So you've got two calendars. You've got the master calendar for the events, and all the events are, scheduled. All the events are segregated based on the groups, and then you also have got the project based calendar for the tasks. So what happens in most of the tools is that you get the events and the tasks all jumbled up. But in Jumppl, you have got a master calendar for the tasks, for the events. Maybe it's a project launch. Maybe it's a start of a new sprint or an upcoming team meeting, and then you've got a separate project calendar as well for all the projects. And then one of the most important differentiator is, and the AppSumo team has created a wonderful video. I've fallen in love with the wonderful video, and really, all power to you guys. You've really done a wonderful job. I really liked it. And the way you have covered the client portal in that as well. But just to summarize it, you've got the file section, a dedicated file section in the client portal as well, and then you have got the task section and the feed section. So the feed section is a wonderful way of updating the clients on maybe recent achievements, and you can either share updates with the clients on the recent tasks, or maybe if there's an announcement, so it can be handled through the feed section. And then you have also got a task section, dedicated task section for the client portal. You can create new tasks. What happens is you share the tasks from the main app. Just give you an idea about that as well, how to go about that, so that it's easier for you. So if you maybe want to share any task in the client portal, you'll just highlight, you just select that particular task, and then this new option would pop up. So you can either post on the client portal in the task section, or you can share in the feed section. So it's a very handy way of keep getting in touch with the clients. And then finally the file section, where you can share all sorts of files, whether it's new designs, maybe a new project plan, or you want to get paid and maybe share the invoice. And you've got, of course, you can create as many client portals as you want. So yeah, now I'd like to hand over to you, Chris, to maybe let's go to the deal. You want me
Yeah,
to?
perfect. Let's go
Yeah.
over to appsumo.com/jumple.
Yep. All right. So, all right. So so this is the deal page, appsumo.com/jumble. Fabulous page, wonderful job indeed. Again, guys. And me and Hamad have been replying to the queries of the Sumo links. We have tried to make this deal as fair as possible. We know a number of other tools which are live as well, and I'm trying to explain our differentiators. We have got a very, a wonderful client portal, a dedicated client portal, and we believe, no one in the market has got such a dedicated client portal which lets you, share all the feedback and the progress report with the clients. So that's definitely one of our differentiators. And then we have got a dedicated storage space because a number of people have been mentioning FreeCamp as well. It's a fabulous tool. I don't want to belittle any tool. We are all fellow co-founders. It's a fabulous tool, but because a number of people have asked me about the differentiator, so we've got a dedicated cloud section where you can store your documents. I know a lot of people want the limits to be increased. We've already listened to your feedback, and we have increased. We are providing now unlimited clients on the 3 code section, and initially it was unlimited clients were on the 5 code. Now a number of people are asking for white label. We have thought we are thinking on that, and we'll definitely update you guys what we can do on that. And some people have also asked about increasing the limits on the team members. So we'll definitely be working on that, and we'll give you feedback on that by tomorrow as well. So I guess I've covered most points, and if there are any any other questions or
Yeah,
anything
that's
else.
perfect. The last thing I'm curious about, do you guys have a public roadmap or anything on the roadmap that you could share that's coming up?
Yeah, absolutely. So I had, let me just, all right. Okay. So I had posted it on the Jeff. Yeah. So here it is. It's
So it's
the
jumppl.com/roadmap.
absolutely. So it's jumppl.com/roadmap. And we are, considering all your feedback. We are integrating all your feedback as well of all the wonderful feedback that we are getting from the Sumo links. We are all of you can reach reach to us whether either through this deal page or through info@jumppl.com as well. We have been getting tons of questions, and we are living every bit of it.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for going through all that, Sherry. Yeah, so Sumolinks, if you are interested in snagging yourself Jumppl, you can head over to appsumo.com/Jumppl, again, starting at just $59 for lifetime access. It's a super cool tool, as you just saw. So if you want to get everything aligned, everything organized, this is a great place to start with that. If you have any further questions, you can drop those on the AppSumo deal page, and I'm sure you can hit up the Jumppl team directly. Before we sign off, Sherry, do you have any last things to say?
Yeah, but we're just excited, and we have been working on Jumppl for almost like 3 years now. But we are an early stage startup, so we have got some limitation as well. We're trying to fulfill all the feedback, trying to cater to all the feedback that we're receiving. And one thing for sure that we try level this. We're going to update the missing pages. Some of you guys, we take serious the privacy issues very seriously. But because we were launching, redoing a website for the launch, some of the pages are missing, but those would be updated at ASAP in the next couple of days. But we've been listening to you guys, Sumo Links, so keep that feedback rolling in. We really appreciate that.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much, Sherry. Sumo, thank you for joining us today. Sherry, I appreciate you hopping on and doing this walkthrough. And all right. Thank you. Take care. Have a good day.
You too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.